All right. So I'm glad you made it to this video, okay? In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you why you keep attracting people who cannot afford you and what you can do about it. All right. So stay with me while we proceed. Now, I know in this, you are a coach or expert or service provider. At this point, this may be what's going on around you, like going on in your business right now. You get on calls with clients and they seem interested, right? They seem like they want what you have. And you've done a great job at presenting yourself in a very, professional way and telling people what you do. Then they get on the call at the end of the day, after you've spent a lot of time explaining how you can help the client or what you can help them achieve, they end up telling you this. Think about it. It's not what I need right now. I'll look for the money. I can't afford it. In fact, there are a lot of responses we get out there. And that kind of defeats you. It just makes you feel, kind of discouraged because you spend a lot of time hoping this is a client just for the person to tell you that they cannot afford you. Now, this is very relatable, and I want to let you know that you are not alone. However, there's a way around this, and that's why this video is here to help you solve that. All right. So, I know this is what you want. You want to get people on the call who will tell you, yes, let's do it. Yes, where have you been all my life? I'm paying in full, everything right now. I'm not waiting. Let's get started. When do we begin? You want those kind of responses. That's what keeps you alive. That's what gets you happy. That's what adds to your bottom line. All right, we all want this. Now, there are two sets of people you need to realize that exist in your market. Okay, you have the ones who, all right, show up and they seem to be interested in what you are selling. However, they are there to window shop. They are not ready to buy. And we see this every day. Even you and I do it. We go into the mall, we enter a few shops. We know we're not buying yet, just want to look around. This also exists in the online space. This also exists with your clients, or rather with prospects or interested buyers or lookers online. The window shop go around from place to place checking out options, and that is allowed. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. On the other end, we have the clients who are ready, people who know that it's time to buy. They are done window shopping, and now it's time for them to spend. They want to buy. This is the ready buyer right here. She's happy, she's excited, she has window shopped enough, she's ready. And most likely, when she's even ready to buy, she may not buy from the same person she window shopped. She may move into a new shop or wherever and just buy because now she's ready and she has the money. Now, that aside, here's what's going to happen or rather, this is what's happening in your space, right? In most cases, all right, in most cases, especially in our online space, we've been taught a lot. A lot of businesses online, we've been taught a lot, all the way from marketing, how marketing actually existed in the past, all through to now. And it turns out that many marketing principles that, you know, were very solid or core at the time of pre-internet are much different, when you apply it now after the time of the internet. Like right now that we have internet, in the past, there was a lot of outbound marketing, which is like, marketing through billboards, TVs, radios. We didn't have the internet. And so many principles relied on things like AIDA. I'm sure you've heard this word before. If you've not, it means it's an acronym for awareness, interest, decision, action. All right. And that's a principle that allows, a prospect come into your world, awareness, pick interest, make a decision, take action to buy. And most most often, all right, oftentimes when this happens, it happens over a period of time. Now, this is a very good principle. It works. However, when it comes to selling to the ready buyer, there's a way this can be aligned with our ready buyer. And it's different from when you are selling to somebody who is not ready. I will step into that as we go, but I'm just trying to set a basis or foundation for where we're going. All right. You've also been taught to give freebies, give a lot of free things to get people in your world. And then from freebies, you can take them to the next level to paid and all that. You've been taught that you should build a Facebook group, get a lot of people in there and help them, give them free stuff till they are ready to buy. You've been also told that you should rely on the KLT factor, brilliance principle, right? And what does it mean? It means know, like, and trust. And yes, brilliant principles. However, when you are dealing with a ready client, there's a way you can align it to that. We've also been taught with the funnels and stuff, start with a mini offer, give the clients a $5 offer, from there step it up from to another offer of $19, all the way till you reach a high offer. You've been taught that. You've been taught to also nurture people till they buy. Now, all the things you have been taught are not wrong, all right? It's just that they apply to people in different stages of their buying journey. And for you who is listening to me right now, we are very particular about deciding who our buyer is. Is he a window shopper or is it a ready buyer? And based on who our buyer is, which in this sense, I want to believe you're also thinking with me that it's the ready buyer, many of these principles you see on your screen right now can be tweaked to suit the ready buyer, not the way people use them in the past or use them with the general window shopper. All right. So I'm still setting the foundation for where we are going. So stay with me. All right. Now, we're back to this. The old method worked for the window shopper. All right. The old marketing principles, everything you've been taught. And it's not your fault. You've used it because that's what you knew. That's what you learned on the marketing space. You use it. However, there's a gap because the person you're trying to sell to, who is this person, the person who is ready to buy, reacts in a different way to those principles I just showed you. You will lose her if you follow those principles I showed you. If you follow them in the way you have been taught to follow them, you would lose this ready buyer. So now the next point of call now we need to ask ourselves is that, who is this ready buyer? And based on that, I'm going to break down a principle that will help you better understand who she is. All right, and this is a very simple principle. It's on the internet. You can find it wherever you go check. I sourced this diagram from this platform. And the principle here is the 3% business principle. What does it mean? Look at this pyramid, all right? It actually means that when you look at the entire market spectrum, people who can buy from you, or the entire market in essence, only 3% are active buyers. So you see the ready buyer, she fits into this 3%. She's active, she's not window shopping, she knows what she wants, she has been through awareness stage, she has been through problem stage, she's now problem aware, she's even solution aware, and now she's ready to pay whoever can give her the solution she's looking for. So she has basically just done all her research, and now she's ready to buy. She fits in this 3%. Now the next 7% is seeking change, meaning that they want to change their situation where they are right now, and they are ready. If somebody just shows them the answer, they will pay. So yes, they are not 3%, but they are as good because they are ready also. Now, when we step it down, we have the next 30%. They have need for what you have, but they are not buying. Now, that may be that window shopper. She has a need, but she's not buying. She's just here to window shop and look around, see whenever she's ready to buy. The next level is the 30%. They don't need what you offer. It doesn't just work. I mean, it's not something that is on their, list. It's not something they need. So in essence, if you go try to sell to this person, you're going to try as hard to convince her to need it or to even be aware of the problem before even asking for a solution. So that's a lot of work. Now, the next one is even one who is not interested in buying from you. Not interested. They are not even your clients. They don't even know what this is all about, and they are never going to buy. Or maybe eventually they'll buy, but for now, they are not buying. They don't know what this is. Now, what does this mean to you? When we go back to what we talked about, the window shopper and the ready buyer, how would this apply to that situation? I want you to look at it this way. Old marketing has taught you to convince and nurture as much people as possible, irrespective of if they are ready to buy or not. But instead, what you should do is focus on those who are ready to buy. So, all those things I talked about, the nurturing, the whole, marketing and talking to everybody, building KLT, they work. However, they work because they work in a way that, or rather, people have applied it in a way that they serve everyone with it. But what you should be thinking, since you now know your buyer, you want to sell to the ready buyer, is to think about how to apply those strategies to her alone, not to everyone. Because if you apply it to this person down here, this is even a guy, he may not be interested in what I'm selling because I serve mostly women. So he's definitely not interested. He's not even looking my way. All right. The next one there has no need for what I offer. So yes, I'm going to pull her into a Facebook group. She's just going to sit down there and while away time, and I'm going to pull in over 100 of her in there. That's why they never buy. That's why they get into a call with me and tell me they cannot afford me. They are not in need of what I'm selling, or they can't even afford it. And that brings us to the next person. They have needs, but they are not buying. This person has the need, but she's not buying. It could be that she does not have the money, which is in this case, she's telling you she cannot afford you, and she's not lying. Or she says, let her go and look for the money. That's her. She needs it. That's why she came into your space. She followed you. However, she's not buying. Or maybe she has even bought elsewhere. Or she's considering another option, a competition. There are different reasons that make her not buy. However, look at this one up here. She's excited. She's ready to buy. She pays. She's not thinking about anything else but getting the solution right now. She has done all the research. She has gone past problem stage, problem awareness stage. She's at a place of getting it now. Now, how about you tweak your process to serve this woman up here? People like her in this top 10 position, 10%. Not the people down here in the lower 90%. And even if you wanted to go down here, you would only focus on this 30%, the nearest here, and not these two down here. In fact, these two may actually take forever. Maybe 5 years, 2 years, 1 year, as long as possible. Maybe they may eventually come to there and actually want what you're selling. But you spending more of your time on them is actually, exhausting your marketing efforts. You don't want to do that. All right. So how about focusing primarily on this top 10%, especially these 3%, actively ready to buy, ready to pay you right now. All right. So this is the gap. I've just identified for you the gap that you need to fill. All right. The question is, what if we change this whole strategy? Because it's actually not your fault, it's what you've learned. However, it doesn't apply now that we know that there are two segments of the market. If we talk to window shoppers, we get a lot of window shoppers that would not buy now, or we move our direction to speak to the ready buyer who is ready to pay, and we attend to her alone. So what if you tweak your strategy to do this? Now, in the next video, I'm going to show you exactly how to sell to the ready buyer. Stay tuned. Click the video below and watch, okay?